It's MegaBlitzz, and you know, I got to looking. There's a lot of decks that use the same cards with the Arceus engine and the Lost Zone engine. And what I mean by that is we have Arceus with Giratina V-Star, Lost Zone with Giratina V-Star, Arceus with Charizard EX, Lost Zone with Charizard EX, Arceus with Goodra, Lost Zone with Goodra. And it got me thinking, we forgot a couple along the way. And I made a deck with two very specific ones in mind. Alolan Vulpix V-Star and Aerodactyl V-Star. And I had played this over the last week or so, and I had played it on stream as well, and it does work. So let's take a look at that deck list. Alrighty guys, and here we are with the deck list. We are running a 2-2 line of Alolan Vulpix V and V-Star. And the reason I run a 2-2 line is because of Vulpix's attack. Snow Mirage. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. There are a lot of Pokemon right now in the top meta decks that have abilities. Charizard EX, Arceus V-Star, you have Miraidon EX, and you have other cards that are played in various different decks that have abilities. So it really does help. We are running one Cramorant, one Manaphy to stop that Radiant Greninja snipes on our Comfeys early in the game, one Greninja, so we can try to snipe them every now and again, and to also draw some cards, we are running 4 Comfeys, 2 Sableye, the 1-1 line of Aerodactyl. I was at a 2-2 line of this and a 1-1 of the Vulpix, but there was a lot of times where I was playing, and with Aerodactyl's attack Lost Dive, you put the top 3 cards of your deck in the Lost Zone, and there was a couple times where I had played over the last week where I did accidentally mill myself. So while I was streaming, we kind of come to an agreement that just playing a 2-2 split of Vulpix and a 1-1 of Aerodactyl was just overall better. For our searches here, we are running 4 Battle VIP passes and 3 Nest Balls. We are running, for our switch effects, we are running 1 Escape Rope, 3 switches, 2 switch cards, sorry. And the reason we are running switches is because it's the only way I can switch in and out my Aerodactyl V-Star and Alolan Vulpix V-Star. We're running 1 Lost Vacuum to be able to kind of bump a path that our opponent might play at some point. If we need to use Radiant Greninja again, we're also playing Lost Vacuum to maybe remove that choice belt on something, or a Forest Sealstone before they use it, or anything of that nature. Mirage Gates, you're 4 of there, so you can just power up a bunch of energy. Super Rod, so I can put things back in the deck later in the game if I need to. 2 Paths, so hopefully we can slow our opponent down early in the game if we've kind of got our stuff set up and don't really care about our Greninja anymore. 2 Boss, 4 Colress, 2 Iono, 1 Roxanne. You could run 3 Iono and just cut the Roxanne entirely, but I prefer 1 Roxanne just for that really late game, just put my opponent to 2 cards, I get 6 cards, feels really good. And for the energy here, we are at 4 Jet Energy, 3 Fighting, 3 Psychic, and 4 Water. And the reason I'm running this split here is I need to run the Psychic energies for Sableye. We need to run the Fighting energy and the Water energy for Aerodactyl V-Star and Alolan Vulpix V-Star. However, the 4 Jet Energies make it really easy for us to be able to save our switch effects for later in the game, and being able to just put up Comfeys with Jet Energy, retreat out of the Comfey into a different one, or do a Cramorant or anything of that nature, or being able to just move things around efficiently, and having energy on top of it is always just nice. And the reason why we're able to kind of run the 4 Jet Energy and go a little more thin on the specific typing of energy is Alolan Vulpix V-Star and Aerodactyl V-Star only require 1 energy of their respective types. So we're able to really get away with that 4 Jet Energy. So let's see this deck in action. Let's jump into the gameplay. Alrighty guys, and we're jumping in the gameplay. And you know how I am. Tails every time. We got it in the first video. We'll see if we can get it in the second. And we do not get it in the second one. We do not get it in our in this video here, but we did get it in the first video. So also, if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. I talk about what I believe to be the best deck in the format right now to climb the ranked ladder with. And if you know who I am in any sort of amount of my personality or what decks I like to play right now in the current meta, you'll know what it is. Our opponent's having a really tough time deciding if he wants to go first or second, though. We're content. We are totally content here going second, because it gives us the ability to be able to go with that turn 1 Cramorant attack. We just need to be able to like Colress and hit some Comfeys and kind of get things rolling there. But we will have to mulligan because we have no basic. So let's see what we can get in here. Okay, so this is good. So we have double Comfey, but we don't have that Colress. So we'll hopefully see if we can flower selecting into one. Alright, so it looks like we're going up some sort of mirror match type way. We'll have to see, though. Maybe Lost Tina, could be Turbo Lost Box, maybe even Charizard. Lost Charizard EX, could be Lost Radiant Charizard. There's tons of different ways. Okay, so he's just going to turn 1 pass. Can we just, like, turn 1 dunk? We might be able to. This is a possibility. Alright, guys. It's very possible we could just turn 1 dunk. We just gotta find the right cards. And it looks like we don't find them, however. We do not find the cards to be able to turn 1 dunk. I was really hoping we might be able to, because that would be fun just to put in the video. But we did not. So let's see. We can Nest Ball into... I think I want to Nest Ball for this Cramorant. I will attach a Wild Energy, and then we will Iono. I don't want Iono because I know my opponent's hand's pretty bad, but I definitely needed to do something, and I think that was the play. We'll Battle VIP Pass, and we will grab this Radiant Greninja. And I think we'll just pass. We're at 3, so we're in an okay spot. And our opponent has stumbled a little bit here, so we'll have to see. Hopefully we did not Iono them into anything crazy good. We'll have to see. And he passes back. Do we just win, guys? Yeah, we don't get the turn 1 dunk, but we get the turn 2 dunk. So that'll work. So this does work. We didn't get the turn 1 KO or anything, but we do get the turn 2 KO. So that, that in my opinion, is pretty funny and does feel good. All right. So that isn't quite the deck list there, or quite the gameplay we were hoping for, but we will definitely show a different gameplay here where there's a little more engagement and a little something else. So let me switch you into that. Alrighty, guys, so we'll jump into the real gameplay hopefully here, where we don't have the turn 2 dunk. Alright, so we go Tails, and we've lost back-to-back these, so maybe Heads is just the play, actually. I don't know. I'm stuck in my ways. I think Tails is the way. It's just how it is. All right. Perm will go first. We like going second. We do not mind. So let's see what our opponent has and what we have. Okay, so we have an Aerodactyl to start, which is not the greatest thing in the world, but we can drop this path. We have Nest Ball for a Comfey, and we do have Colress. So this is something that can work. This is a doable hand. Okay. So it looks like he's definitely got... So we definitely aren't going to be able to KO because no bench Pokemon. It looks like we're playing up against Chen-Pao. And this is a matchup I have actually never played with this brew here. So we'll have to see how this goes. I'm very intrigued to see what will happen. So he's going to attach, and then Battle VIP Pass. It's really good. So is it Chen-Pao Excalibur, or is it just Chen-Pao Palkia? I'm not sure why you'd put the Lumineon V there. Unless maybe you're trying to Aqua Return later? Makes sense. Could try to Aqua Return. Alright, so we'll Nest Ball. And we will just count our prizes here real quick. So we're missing an Alolan Vulpix V. We're missing a Sableye. An Alolan Vulpix V-Star. And we are missing a Switch Cart. We are missing a couple energies, I believe. No, we're actually not missing any energies. No, sorry, we're missing a fighting energy as well. Okay, so we're going to grab this Comfey. We will Jet Energy up the Comfey. Flower selecting. Let's see what we can find here. We definitely take this Battle VIP Pass. This is very good here. So we'll play the Battle VIP Pass, and we will see. I think I want these. Actually, I kind of want the Radiant Greninja, because I could take the KO on the Frigibax. He could bench another one later and take that. No. We'll go with the Cramorant here. We'll go with the Comfey and the Cramorant, and then we will retreat out of this into the other Comfey for some more flower selectings. I think we want this Sableye. And then we will play this Colress. Take the Alolan Vulpix V-Star, the Iono, and the Switch. And that puts us at a pretty cool spot, I believe. Okay, so we'll grab these. We'll bench the Alolan Vulpix, and then we will drop this path and pass to our opponent. So we're going to shut down his Shivery Chill. And if he has another Lumineon, we're going to shut down the Luminous Sign as well. We won't shut down Excalibur or anything. He might just take the knockout on this Comfey. So he's going to Irida, probably for Excalibur and Rare Candy. But we are safe from boss this turn. So we're at 4. If we can get to 7, we could Mirage Gate into the Aerodactyl V or the Alolan Vulpix V. I'm kind of leaning more towards the Aerodactyl V just for this matchup, because we do hit pretty much everything for a 1 knockout. And he does have the Pokestop to counter that there. Okay, so Shivery Chill. I don't feel like you retreat, right? Pokestop, you get a lot. Okay. Very nicely done. I think we also might Pokestop. That's something we might do on our turn. We'll have to see. Super cold. You're going to put more energies on stuff. Are you going to put them on this Lumineon V? You just discard 2. Okay. We're going to rip Pokestop and see what happens. Super punished. Okay. Well, that was not great. Because we wanted that Colress, sadly. But this Alolan Vulpix will do nicely. So we will attach here. And then we will attach energy for turn. Play a Switch. And then I believe we will Iono. Okay. Hopefully we can get into a better hand. Another path, which is nice. We'll evolve this Aerodactyl and bump the Pokestop, and we will spit innocently for 110. That was kind of bad to be able to Pokestop and get rid of that Colress. That does not feel great. So we still only have 2 left in the deck. Lost Vacuum. Yep, so he has the answer to our path. So that's both paths. We are out both paths. But if we can get this Alolan Vulpix set up, that'll do us nicely. So he's going to put the energies on there. Does he retreat out of this one into the other Chien-Pao? Another Aerodactyl, probably for Rare Candy and Excalibur, just so we can thin cards from the deck and being able to evolve into this Frigibax. Yep. Okay, so I believe our plan of action, he's going to KO this Cramorant. We can put up Comfey, I believe will be the plan. And then we need to hit into a Colress. Because if we hit into a Colress, we can Colress this Experiment and then retreat out of the Comfey into the Alolan Vulpix and really be able to kind of make our opponent deal with the ability that he has and go that route. Okay, so it's not quite what we want. Flower selecting, let's see what we can get here. And we do hit that Colress. So we will Colress's Experiment for these, I believe, should be the play. And we'll power up the Aerodactyl a little bit as well. Just getting that fighting energy on there. And we will take the knockout. And we'll take 2 prizes. We'll go up. So we'll have the game split at 4-4. And it'll make it a little tough for him now because of the way Alolan Vulpix works with its ability from Snow Mirage. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. So this Chien-Pao can't touch our Alolan Vulpix. So that sets us up really nicely there. And we also do have this boss if we need to as well. But he might try to just set up one of these Excaliburs to be able to attack into, or try to dig for a boss. He also might just try to Aqua Return as well, to try to get that Luminium V back into the deck. I believe he probably has a boss. Okay, so he's going to find a boss's orders. That's probably the plan here. For another Chien-Pao. So he has 4 energies in his discard pile. So he's going to Superior Energy Retrieval. Not sure why you didn't use Canceling Clone. Actually, does Canceling Clone work on this? Until your opponent's... Okay, no, so it doesn't work. Because it's an effect from attack, not an ability. So, Super Cold. Okay. So we hope he doesn't hit that boss. He doesn't hit the boss, but he might be able to set up for it next turn. You could run a choice belt in here. I'm just realizing that 160 for this Alolan Vulpix is just like a a little small for its attack. So you could run a Choice Belt so you could take out knockouts on things like Luminion and things of that nature. But 160 also hits like Squawkabilly. We will give you this Comfey. We do not want to give him the Aerodactyl just because he will go up 2 prizes. We wanted to... I would like him to be at 3. So Hellblade, he's going to discard 2 to KO this Comfey. Okay. And we also could potentially Ancient Star until this Pokemon leaves play. It gains the ability that the effect of your opponent's Pokemon V in play except Aerodactyl have no abilities. So he could potentially shut out another Luminion V for the next turn, but he will go to 1 prize after that. I feel like the Vulpix play here is still going to be just better. We do hit that Sableye, but I think I want to hold it. I don't think I want to do anything with the Sableye at the moment. I could boss up that Baxcalibur or the Babarrel and do that as well. So I think I'll maybe do that. Because he has 2 Baxcalibur, so I'd have to do it twice. But I kind of want him to stop drawing cards. So I think I'm going to boss up this Babarrel. So hopefully we'll shut down him drawing cards. And then we will Snow Mirage. And I'll stop him from drawing cards on his next turn. And then the effect from Vulpix will now be in play. So Vulpix won't be able to take any damage from Pokemon that have abilities in play. Which is really nice. So we're in a good spot because all of his Pokemon have abilities, right? Baxcalibur has an ability, Luminion has an ability, so this Vulpix can't take damage from anything he has in play. Even if we wouldn't have taken out that Babarrel, it still would not have been able to do damage to us, which is really nice. So he's going to boss up our Aerodactyl. He'll go up 2 prizes, but that's okay. If we could go into a position where we don't ever bench anything else. So he'll Hellblade here, which is going to require him to discard 5 energies. I believe he'll probably discard 1 from this Chien-Pao in the active and 4 from the bench. So he's going to discard those 3. Okay. And he might be playing like an Echoing Horn in the deck, but I don't really see these decks playing Echoing Horn that often. So he's going to take his 2 prizes. We will put up this Alolan Vulpix. We're still 1 short from that Sableye, which isn't great. So what we will do is, I believe we should... do we super anything in right now, or do we just kind of wait? I think we just wait it out. I don't feel like he has a way to punish us if we don't bench anything. So we'll just attack in. We'll just attack in for Snow Mirage and just keep doing this. And I believe we are in a good position, guys. I really, really do. I don't think he has a way to come out of this. Unless he plays an Echoing Horn, I don't believe there's a way for him to come out. Okay, Superior Energy Retrieval. He might go a route where he tries to put the Luminion back in the deck to just kind of free up some things. We'll have to see. So I don't believe Canceling Clone works. Yeah. Because it just doesn't have abilities, is the thing. So I believe he is just trying to dig for something. No matter what it is, he's trying to dig for it. I think we're in a pretty good spot. And it is protected. Yep. So I believe we have him locked out of the game, guys. I believe we do. So I think we just kind of keep attacking. Yeah. We'll just Snow Mirage and take 2 more prizes. And then hope that he does not find an Echoing Horn at all. Or if he plays one, he can't find it. Or if he doesn't play one, I don't think he has an out to this. And this is actually how I had won games earlier as well, earlier in the week, where I set up an Alolan Vulpix and they couldn't do anything. They couldn't attack. They couldn't get into it. I was able to just kind of lock them out of the game. They ended up discarding both their bosses very early in that game that I had played, and there was no way for them to come out. So I believe we do have game here. I don't think there's any way for our opponent to come out of this, and that's just how it is. You know, and this is how the deck is. This is how I put the deck together to work. I put the deck together so we play that Aerodactyl so we can hit things for weakness, you know, for that Miraidon matchup, and for the Arceus decks that are around to be able to hit those for weakness. And then Alolan Vulpix for all the decks that are going around with abilities. I mean, your Chien-Pao deck, your Miraidon deck, and other things of that nature, and Lugia as well. They can't attack into your Alolan Vulpix because it's protected from it, you know, and even the other rogue decks that have kind of fallen off, with Duraludon being a deck as well still, and Umbreon VMAX, and all these other Pokemon that have abilities, they can't touch us. So we'll see if he can try to come out a way out of this, but I don't believe he can. Does he have it? Do you have it? Superior Energy Retrieval, you're really digging. But even if you attack with this Excalibur, it still will not work because of that effect on the Snow Mirage attack. Guys, I'm telling you, this deck exists. It's a thing. It works. It's a pile, don't get me wrong, but it works. And it is fun to play. I have a blast playing it. It's so much fun. And he just concedes it. Yeah, so he has no way to get out of that. And that is what we love to see. Guys, I'm telling you, this deck is goofy. I get it. I totally understand. But my goodness, it's so much fun to play. Nothing feels better than watching my opponent just be like, I don't know how to get around this Vulpix. Like, I don't understand how to get around this card. And what had inspired me to build this deck was truly, I was looking at different Lost Zone decks and different Arceus decks, and I was like, wow, all these decks have been played with similar things. Lost Tina, Arcudra, Lost Gudra, Arceus with Charizard EX, and, you know, Lost Armor Charizard EX. And I was like, why aren't we playing these with, like, other things, right? Like, there have been people that have played Alolan Vulpix in their Arceus decks. Duraludon plays a 1/1 Vulpix line sometimes. Same with Umbreon VMAX. These decks can exist. They are tough to be able to pull off, but they do work. And guys, it's a blast. I'm telling you. So let's jump to that outro. Alrighty, guys. So that is the deck. That is my Lost Zone Aerodactyl V-Star with Alolan Vulpix V-Star deck. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's goofy. I think it's fun. By any means, I do not think that this is a competitive deck. I do not think this is a meta-crushing deck. It's fun to play. It's goofy. I had a blast taking this weird idea of just taking Arceus decks and combining them to Lost Zone decks. It was a blast to do, and I think this is something I'm going to try to do in the future as well. So definitely look forward to more videos where I'm just taking different engines and applying them into different deck lists and see if I can try to get them to work in weird games. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I've been playing this for the last week. I did it on stream, which if you haven't checked out my stream at all, twitch.tv/MegaBlitzz. I'll put the link down and below. Definitely check that out. I don't really have a set schedule at the moment, but my set schedule for videos, I believe, is going to be, I'm going to be uploading on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So definitely keep an eye out, and definitely like and subscribe so you guys get that notification. Ring that notification bell so you can get notifications when I'm posting videos, and same thing for Twitch when I'm, you know, streaming and stuff, so you'll be able to see those things happening. And I'll put the deck list down below, so if you guys want to just try this for yourself and just have fun with it, I'll definitely do that. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. It's goofy, it's fun. I had a blast, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace.